Okay, what we're doing here is we're using the number 670 American Flyer electric track trip instead of the 697 pressure switch. The problem with the pressure switch is if the train parks on top of the switch and you're running a separate hot line to switch through the trip, you could wind up having a constant voltage supplied to the solenoid and switch and heat it up and make it smoke, and maybe you can burn it out. So even with the train not running. So what you can do here with this is using insulated pins. I don't have American Flyer insulated pins, so these are just GarGraves, readily available. What I've done is use a 670 electric track trip instead. If you have the 1958 version of the American Flyer instruction book, there's a diagram that can help you out on page 26. And you might have to modify it depending on your orientation. I have a figure 8, so it's going to be slightly different here. One of the things I did do to save some wiring is picking up the track base post, which is usually your outside rail. I was able to find out that you can just run a single wire off of a one track clip and save you a lock on basically. All right, so what we'll do is we'll run this and you'll see how it trips. I'm going to hit the far trip. There's an insulated pin in between the rails there. All right, the only thing I see that sort of a disadvantage is that your bulbs on your switch controller will not change even though the frog on the switch changes. So it's going to be out of alignment with, so even though it says through in this particular case, the controllers say it's in the out position and are in bulb red. So other than that, if you follow directions pretty closely, and you'll find that these work out okay. These trips go anywhere from $7 to $15 on train shows, or maybe you find them on secondary source online. So if you do park the train on the track, I'll bring it around and show you. All right, so right there, it energized the switch briefly, but now with the track not operating, you'll see that there is no dimming on the bulb here, so you're not heating this up because it's not getting hot or anything of that nature. The only disadvantage is every time it loops around, it will activate the switch for a second. This is much different than other manufacturers such as Lionel's 022, but it's just the way they happen to be made. All right, well, you can try that. It's a safer option than the 697. Of course, you could just forget all the track trips, set that so that it protects the switch, and if the train were to come in the wrong position, it would just stop it dead until you flipped it manually, which is pretty much a fail-safe approach, I guess. So something to think about, and give it a try. The coloring I have pretty much follows the red and the green and the yellow, which is the hot coming from the transformer. That's 15 volt on the Flyer, and the black. So it pretty much trace the wires out the same color they have. Okay, good luck to you. Bye.